Yo, morning guys, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is a psychiatric, self-therapeutic, multimedia project and so on and so forth to solve the problems, challenges, obstacles in our lives, as well as a self-improvement process to reach the high goals and ambitions we set for ourselves as well as those around us. If you would like a brief introduction, a brief summary into the Ahn Rho Project, how we break it down into domains of life, analogies, and so on and so on forth, you can find that all out on the previous live streams for the past 3.5 years, straight up to January 2021. With today's live stream, we're going to dive into the second segment. Usually it's table of contents, but as of here, I'm going to say this is a Solve 5.0, meaning System Override 5.0. It just means that I'm going to disobey a lot of rules, guides, and sort of structure that I have originally set up for the system. I'm going to take apart the system. So the rule is to take apart the rules and not follow the rules. Kind of paradox, but whatever. Point is, we usually have about 10 segments spread across 3 different phases per live stream, and the live stream as a whole is just one part of the Ahn Rho Project. For example, we have audio recordings, we also have textual form, we have like Excel databases, stuff like that, all that kind of stuff. This live stream is just one segment of the Ahn Rho Project, usually split into 3 phases and then into about 10 different segments. But for all intended purposes, we're not going to follow that structure because of this reorientation towards what's practical. So I'm just going to say what you see is what you get. Take a look on screen. This is usually the segment on this phase 2, usually segments 4, 5, 6. We have a lot of photography and 7. So we want to cover the stuff here that you see on the screen right before you immediately. There are a lot of disclaimers, things that you can, about being honest and genuine on stream and how it's a time capsule. It's also life is like a game and all that kind of stuff. How to be honest. It may cover personal insecurities, so there will be non-PC topics covered, so just a fair warning, viewer discretion advised, whatever. All that kind of stuff. You can check that in the previous live streams, like I said, straight up to January 2021 for the past 3.5 years. Okay, let's dive into the content we have right here. I want to start covering, let's lower the music a bit. Most of the digital assets here, we have a lot of scanning that we did. You can see that there's a lot of stuff here from vaccination, hand sanitizer at the very top there, my receipt for vaccination. I got Moderna, I believe, and then that's my second dose. We also have some stuff on the right hand side here, some tags from a Dollarama store, so that's just a dollar shop. And then at the very bottom here, we also see a lot of headlamps and stuff that I purchased for my fellow, kind of like brothers, or used to be, at the workplace that I've resigned from. And so I'm going to get rid of that now, since I've done a pretty good synopsis of that. And of course, pull up the very bottom, which is continuation. You can see, of course, the media assets to the Ahn Rho Project at the very bottom. Today is ARP 845 series. We have also at the very top, the most importantly, philosophical elements. This is usually segment, I believe, 6. So philosophical stuff, educational stuff, and usually it's on like social media or whatever. And then we have some, again, more inventory. So paper pens right there, paper pens, not paper pens, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's that. And then we get rid of that too. And we're going to show, of course, later on stream. So what you see is what you get. The most active engaging part of the stream is usually segment 9, phase 3, segment 9. So we have a lot of inventory here in region B1, up here and below to like B2, B3, B1, B3. We have in region D1 a lot of trash we need to get through. Some of that's food, some of that's lunch. Turn to the side here, region A7, A8, we have a lot of stuff that we need to clutter out, declutter, and sort out where we're gonna put things, as well as some stuff from region B5, I believe. So just some stuff here regarding those toiletries and stuff. Okay, so let's move over and get back to the digital stuff. We'll cover the physical elements afterwards. Of course, we're gonna be a little bit late for work today, but still, it's a big improvement. So let's get started here. We have about 20 different scanned elements here. This one's from I believe the government itself. It's like one of those packages I received after getting my second dose of Moderna. So I don't know if you took Pfizer or Moderna or AstraZeneca, or maybe you took one of the other vaccines like the Sputnik or the Sinovac, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. The point is here, we received a little bit of inventory. So some masks, some hand sanitizer gels, what you see here, natural concepts. Also, this is a photograph. So this photography, this is usually segment, I believe, 9. No, segment 7, sorry. So we can see all here, there's kind of like everything put together. The paperwork, the masks that I received, the gel itself, And here's a little bit how-to on how to get your vaccination received in my particular jurisdiction, my province, and city. And so they have all this kind of stuff set up, as well as information about the vaccines, things to keep in mind, just to watch over, standard medical stuff. And here it is, of course, for those who, because I'm in a local region that has more just traditionally Eastern um, population, just Asian, Chinese people. So as far as I'm concerned, this is why they had to include some of this here. And I'm just gonna move off to the side here. We can get rid of that, and we'll show you the inventory. I'll show you a little bit. Here's the last photograph. Of course, it's darker, but we can get rid of that now and move on to the next piece of inventory. So that was last week, actually, when I received the vaccine. All that inventory came, I believe, last Thursday or last Friday. Friday it was. So now here's inventory I received. I purchased, I believe, over on that same Friday. So this is a baseball caps tag for $3. We have at the very bottom here, we also have some scanned items of headlamps. Like I said, these are two different types. One's flashing red, has a red LED and white LEDs, so you can switch back and forth. And the other one is cheaper by about $1. So one's $2.50, there's $3.50, and basically this one on the right hand side is I'll be $2.50. So it's a one LED lamp, basically smaller, less powerful. Get rid of those two, fewer options. We also have this on the side, the very back, the instructions. So if I wanted to, I can always take a look at all this kind of stuff in the future. Get rid of that, and then the Papermate pen. So once again, I'm just a fan of red pens. I guess I like the color red. So let's get rid of that, and here's the very back of the other LED headlamp, and I think that's about everything. So we kind of just breezed past everything that has to do with digital stuff. Let's kind of show all of it at once. Now we have all this stuff here, which again, only the relevant stuff is at the very top. Again, scan documents so that I can upload it onto the computer, and then just kind of have all the instructions. I can throw away all the packaging that I don't need and just recycle it or toss into the litter pile. And then we have of course all of these sort of photographies all these photos of basically the same thing, and just want to cover it all. Good. So the digital portion of the stream is mostly finished. Photography, again, this is phase 2, 2, 3, 4. Well, not completely finished. I should turn to the side here. I should mention very briefly, of course, segment 8 of phase 2 usually covers like inventory and stuff. I still have to, and here's the thing, I don't have to, because by system override 5.0 version 5, by solve 5, I don't have to actually update the Excel documents anymore. I don't have to follow the rules in the system anymore that I've composed for myself, which is great. So I can break free from the structure and the guide. But basically, if I do have time, which I did find some time yesterday and the day before, and if I do find more time, I will be able to enter a lot of the food I purchased for my cousin and my cousin bought for me. Like, this is stuff that happened on the same Friday that I purchased those scanned documents, like those items, those inventory, like the headlamps. Like afterwards, I saw my cousin, so we had a lot of food. I would also keep track of all the inventory, put it on here in terms of the finance. Also, here's the fitness log, kind of like not fitness, it's like the comprehensive health log. It's like health, sleep, diet, food. Am I going to work on time? Am I taking a dump? Am I taking shit? Am I drinking enough water? All that kind of stuff right here. Even management. Am I prioritizing my life properly? It's a new column here. So all that kind of stuff. Metrics are important, but make sure that you focus on the action. So that's something that I had to take myself away from. Okay, let's move on. So all that's done. Let's get physical now. This is we have about 6 minutes left. I'm sitting down here. What I want to do is turn to the side here. This is region A788. So let's try to get rid of the stuff here. Most importantly here first. I'm gonna take the stuff here. We have 6 minutes. Move to the side here. Vaccines offer protection. Blah blah blah. Here's a card here. Here's the hand sanitization gel. Sanitizing gel. Sorry. We have like 2, 3 sheets of paper here. Scanned them both. Upload it over to the computer. Turn to the side here. Right down in region B1, you can see there's actually the luggage bag is what I took the groceries with, and right before I went there, actually, that's when I got the shot. It's pretty quick, and I took this. I received this in return. This kind of 2 sort of masks here inside that cartridge, and inside the cartridge was also hand sanitizing gel. Why do I keep saying that word? It's like it's not a real word. So we got this, and the paper. It's all inside. It was all stuffed inside except for the piece of paper. So what I need to do, mention very briefly. sanitization gel, this kind of stuff, as well as a mask, safety equipment, so I can put it over here, probably at the back here. I'm pretty sure I have one for the first shot as well, so it should go somewhere like here. I'll just leave it here for now. Belongs there. And then the paperwork, I can just sort of either fold it up and stash it away in here in region A, I believe A7, A6 at the very back. I haven't put it there behind here just temporarily for now. Or I could toss it away because I scanned everything. Now, since we're talking about A7, A8 here, we have a lot of trash we need to get through. We have to restock the supplies for health, so let's keep it tabs on the time. We got 4.5 minutes left on stream, 15-minute stream. We can't go past that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. These packets used on the health science, Cell Essentials kind of stuff. Move to the side here. Okay, so it's gonna restock. Came from region C1, brought it down here. Also, I should mention very briefly that one of the have a plus here. So for the liver, unfortunately, it seems like it was I'm not sure if I opened it or someone else did, but I received it and it seemed like maybe it was opened before, and so I don't know. It smells a little funky, but we'll see what happens. This I'm trying to get an idea of on live stream, that I want to throw away the cartridge because it's all broken up. So is this Ferrero Rocher. I kept it because it's largely a gift from one of my one of the clients that I volunteer for at the long-term seniors home, but I'm not sure I need it anymore. It's all broken down and I don't really need to put all this stuff. I'll find a way. Move to the side here. Most importantly, okay, we can skip all that kind of stuff. There's some paper napkins, this just kind of stuff that I'll need for now. But this trash, right, emptied. I want to mention here that, of course, if I move up here to region B5 here, this one's almost completely finished, so I'm going to finish this and toss it to the side here, and it'll be going to the garbage with me. Instead, I'll start using this one, right, the brand new one, open it up, toss it up here, and then this one will flatten the cartridge. Again, recyclables. Speaking of recyclables, we're here in region D1. So all this stuff here, the cookies and the crackers here, at the very back on the inside there's plastic, and there's a mask here with Q-tips. It's all trash. Toss it inside, bag inside a bag, inside a bag, garbage inside those bags, and take it out, put all the garbage together, flatten all the boxes, and then put it for recycling, and that's about that. As for this one here, this is something that I'm going to bring for lunch. So on the inside there's actually one of these pastries under here. Right here, it's a pineapple traditional Chinese pastry. And yeah, very conservative traditional Chinese, from Hong Kong, Taiwan kind of stuff. But basically, those traditional Taiwanese Hong Kong pastries, stuff inside here, one of them, as well as the crackers, and added some supplements from Usana Health Science, just one of those packets I showed earlier, and then that's gonna be for work, as well as a spoon. Just gonna pick up some trash here. Okay, so this is all garbage, recyclables. That's finished stock. That's lunch stuff, nutrition stuff. Back here, I mentioned in region B1, there's this disgusting peel. Okay, it's been sitting here for 4 days, quite disgusting, raw and everything like that. So this is also, oh shit, that looks disgusting. Just gonna move it over here. Don't fall. So that's kind of okay. How much time we got left? We got like a minute left. I'll sort this out when the stream ends. But basically, that's all garbage, recyclables. Back here on top. Okay, so this is something I also forgot. So I have been trying to stitch up the devices over to my body, and I just touched my face with my hand. So here's all the picks, the party picks with the elastic bands, rubber bands, the hairpins to attach the devices to my body, part of the Ahn Rho Project. But I'm washing my clothes now, so I'm just trying to get a gist on how I should do this. So I've taken everything off my clothes that I had to wash over there in region B. So I've taken, and it's just gonna be here until I finish washing the clothes, and then use it next week as the rotation comes. I'll use that pair of pants again and shirt. Now here also is also trash once again. I got my vaccination, so obviously there's the bandage and the cotton swab. So all this is just trash. Got to put it inside, take it away, and then finally at the very bottom here, this finally is cleaner now. Okay, that down here we have only about 15 seconds left. Quickly, this is a luggage bag of all the groceries. I want to very briefly mention, of course, here is the headlamps. Here's the headlamps too. And I can't do it all, but basically I'll take out the packaging, throw it all away over in region D1, recyclables and trash. Take out the headlamps and stash it on a table, and we gotta end. See you tomorrow morning. Continues tomorrow. So much work.